Okay, guys, thank you. So, good evening, guys. So let us continue our Jenkins session. So we would be continuing our Jenkins day 6, if I'm not wrong, right? Day 6 session. One second, let me check, verify one more time. Yeah, day 6 session. So in the last session, like we had just try to understand the Maven build, right? We started with the with understanding what is a Maven. So Maven is basically a build tool. And before Maven, we had an Ant tool, right? So Ant tool was also developed by the Apache organization, right? Apache Software Foundation organization, right? But as I said earlier, in our Ant, right, Ant was having a lot of limitation. It was not able to download the dependency what it requires Java, because Java later what happened, right, once the Java started flourishing, right, there were a lot of open source projects. Java open source projects started coming up. So hence what happened, many of the communities around the world, what they started doing, they started developing a lot of libraries, right? And one of the very important library we know is a Spring Boot actually. So we have a basically we have a Spring Boot, like framework is there. So through which what happened, right? You were able to design a lot of Java based applications. So Java requires the Spring Boot uh, frameworks and all. So hence what happened, right? Whenever a Java developer is developing a Spring Boot framework, right, or the Spring Boot related application, right, he need a lot of libraries. So those are all kind of a dependent library dependency which the Java developer requires. So what happened, right? So that's the reason what happened. Apache Software Foundation, they come up with this Maven tool, and with the help of a Maven tool, we are able to download all kind of a dependencies during building of the project, right? So the Java developer need not to worry about the dependency. Automatically, the Maven build tool will download all the necessary libraries, all dependencies, whatever it is required during development of the project. So that's what we had discussed in the last session. So what we are going to do today, we'll be continuing from there itself actually. So if you remember, I think let me log into my AWS console. So yeah, so let me log into the AWS console, guys. So this is my account, one of my account, other account, and we're logging into my AWS console. Let me check what are the machines I have. I remember I had some two servers. One is a Jenkins server, and other is a some kind of a dummy server I had created. I remember. So if you go to the instances, yeah, these are two servers I have. It has been stop state, and also I remember like I had changed the instance type because it was T2 dot micro medium. So as I said earlier, like whenever you are whenever you're configuring the Jenkins server, right, it is always better to go with a little higher configuration, because like you will be building a lot of projects. So Jenkins configuration should be little high, right? If you go to the industry, they'll be using a lot of big servers like a T2 dot extra large they'll be using, where they'll be having a 16 GB or 32 GB RAM, and a hard disk would be like 500 GB or 1 TB hard disk. Okay, and it will be a multi-core CPU, like 64 core CPU, like that. Very big servers they'll go with whenever they are working with the Jenkins server, because Jenkins has to handle multiple different projects. So it's not one or two teams. There are hundreds of teams are there in the company, where they'll be using a centralized Jenkins service that we call as a unified Jenkins. So there what happened, you need a very large server, very big server, which can handle multiple project execution at the same time actually, right? So here what happened, right? We will go with the T2 dot medium, but T2 dot medium is a chargeable. Hence, I converted the instance type. So before I start the Jenkins server, let me change instance type. How to do it? Just click on this and go here, actions. Go to the instance settings. Go to the change instance type. Here, guys, you just try to search for where is T2 dot medium. You need not to go for T2 large and X large. It is not required because the billing is little too high. So go with the minimal T2 dot medium. If you select the T2 dot medium, and if you make it run, you know that per hour it will charge around 8 rupees. So but that is fine for us. No, 8 rupees for me, it's okay, fine. It's something like if I go to some tea stall outside, right, if I have a tea, it will be 8 or 10 rupees nowadays, right? So spending 1 hour or 2 hours for me, it's not a big thing. So let me start this instance. So T2 dot medium is the instance type, and I'm making the server up. Similarly, let me make even this dummy server also up. Okay. So this is T2 dot micro. Okay, I am under free trial, right? So it will not be billable for me, but only this will be billable, right? So here, so what I did in the last session, right? I had created a small project because to show you guys how to run a Hello World Java program, right? I had created a Maven demo project or the folder. Inside that folder, I had explained about what are the base DAR, what is this resources, what is source code. So for the source code, always this is the structure of the where the Maven follows. So Maven always follows under the base DAR. It always sees that there should be an SRC directory. Under SRC directory, there should be main. Under that main, there should be Java. Under that, you can keep all your .java file. So I think I remember I had did the same stuff. So let me go here. Yes, the servers have come up now. So let me log into this server. So click on this. You need a public IP. Copy this public IP. Go over here, just paste it and give colon 8080 because your Jenkins will be running under the port number 8080, right? Okay, so it is still the server is not yet come up. That's the reason you need to wait for some time. Yeah, it has come up. So let me log in. So I'll give Red Hat. Sorry, Rajesh username, password is Red Hat. So I will log into this server. Okay, fine. So here what happened, I will even log into this server also. So let me copy this and then open this putty session. I had already created a profile here, guys. So I'll say Ubuntu at the rate, load it, and then just give the IP address. So I'll be able to directly log into this server, right? All setting has been already been done. I have created a profile. So if you do an ls, so nothing is there. Let me check if I had created that. Nothing is there here. Okay, I think in the dummy server I had created it. Fine, that's fine. So let me log into the dummy server. Go to the dummy, copy the public IP, go to the putty session, launch the putty, Ubuntu at the rate, load, give the public IP and say open. So now guys here, yeah. So here, this is my dummy server. So in the dummy server, I remember I had created this Maven demo folder. And you know that under the source, src, Java main, under here, I had created a main.java file. So this is a basically simple hello world program. And if you come out from here, and you know that you are having a pom.xml file, and this is a simple xml file which we had created, right? So I had created this. So this directly I took from the internet, the pom.xml, and these things I just added it because, right, the new like Maven, right, it expects this compiler to be available and that should be greater than 11. So hence what happened, right, I had even added this step also. If you go through my last video, right, you'll get to know about this. Correct, guys? Now this is what the dependency, I mean, this is what a minimal pom.xml is there actually. You can have many more things in the pom.xml, but the very basic pom.xml will have always have this content, guys. Now, as I said earlier, the Maven, the Maven build tool, it is used to download all the dependency required for the project. Like for example, guys, suppose I want to download some kind of a libraries, right? So the Google community itself, or the Google company itself, what they've did, right? They have created a lot of libraries. So they called as a Goa library. Like for example, Google GUAVA Goa library. Okay, and I'll also give for the Maven. It means that Google itself has designed a lot of libraries, and they call it as a Goa libraries. So I need all Goa libraries through the Maven actually. So if you click on this, you could see that there is a site on the Maven repository.com. So this Maven repository.com, guys, this is the main Maven repository site where you will get all kind of a dependency library. So this Maven.repository, right? Maven repository, site, uh, this site, right? It is a main, or we call it as a central repository. So this is a site, very important site, where each and every Java developer, any Java developer might be, he'll be referring to this site, and he, whatever libraries he need, right, he will try to download from this site itself, guys. And the very popular, like very popular libraries is a Goa library, which is developed by the Google community or the Google organization. Now, if you come over here, you could see these are all the very popular, right? If I go at the top, I'll go with the Google Core libraries for the Java. I'll click on this, guys. Now you could see that there are so many libraries are there. So I will go with the 31.1.jre. Click on this. Now you could see that, okay, this is some kind of a Goa library needed. What I will do, guys, I'll just copy this. I'll just copy this entire thing. Now what I will do, I'll go over here, and then what happened, right? I need to just add one more stuff actually here. So what is it you are going to add? You'll be adding a dependency. So open that form.xml, guys. Again, come over here and just say add it. What to add it? Hash dependencies. Dependencies. That should, yeah, this slash. Okay, so this is a dependency section under with your form.xml. So this is a dependency section, guys. So under this, what you have to do, right? You need to copy this content. See, you need to copy this content. Copy this content and then paste it. Okay. So here, what happened, right? So this is what the like the label you assigned under this dependency label. Under that, you have just copy paste this whole dependency. This is nothing but your Goa library, some kind of a library you needed actually for your project. So just copy pasted it, right? And then say save this file. Now you know that actually, like in the last session, for building the project, I had used a Maven command. How I use the Maven command? Because you already installed the Maven. How do you install it? You have to use the command sudo apt install, right? Maven.y. This is the package you installed it. Once you install this sudo apt install Maven-y, right? Then you got a Maven. Maven is installed. So here, if you check mvn-fn version or mvn version, you could see that Maven is installed in your machine, and the Maven is 3.6 version. Correct, guys? So now what you're doing here, you're trying to do a mvn compile. Now, whenever you're doing mvn compile, what the compile mvn will do that it is going to check into this form.xml under the dependency section, under this section. Okay, it understand. Oh, under this dependency section, whatever the user requires, that I need to download all these libraries. So we'll try to download it. See here, when I do an mvn compile and say enter, can you see, guys? It will try to download all libraries, even from the why it is doing that. Same some problem were encountered while processing for it. Okay, why it is showing some error? What is the Java version I need? Java hyphen version. Okay, guys. So here what happened, right? Here you are having a Java 8 version, which is installed, which is older version. So I need to install the Java 17 version. Okay. So I think already the Java 17 version is installed in my machine. Okay. Let me go to the net and just say Java alternative command. So if you run a Java alternative command, I will get this command. So let me just copy this command. I will tell you about all these things, what I'm doing now. Just try to understand or just try to listen to what I'm doing here. So if I do it, see here already Java 8 is there, Java 17 is also there in my machine. So now right now my Java is actually pointing to the Java 8, right? So now I need to point to Java 17. So I'll give the option as 1 and say enter. So now what happened, guys? The Java is now pointing to the 70 version. If I do a Java hyphen version, now you could see that actually now you have got the OpenJDK 17. Earlier got OpenJDK 1.8, which is nothing but it was 8 version it was. Now we are pointing to 17 version. Because why we are doing because that, guys? Because that when you are using the section dependencies and all, right? Like dependencies and all, when you're using the section or dependencies, right? You are using this section, right? It expects the Java to be available for higher version. Means some higher version is required. Always, sorry, dependencies. Higher version of Java is required always. Higher version of Java is required. In our case, in our dummy server, I had installed the Java 8 as well as I have installed the Java 17 also. But my Java was currently pointed to Java 8 version. Hence, what happened, right? When we did a MVN compile, it was failing here. Now, suppose if you do an MVN hyphen version, see, MVN, which Java version it is expecting? See, it is seeing the Java 17 version. Okay, fine. It means that Maven also requires a higher version of the Java. Fine. Now, when I do a MVN compile, now, okay, it is throwing me some error, unable to cache it. Okay, why it is throwing error, guys? Because you are having a Java 17. Fine. What is the Maven version you are having, guys? So you're having a Maven 3.6.3. Okay. So hence what happened, right? There is some mismatch is happening here. It means that you're having a Java 17. Please try to understand. This is very important in my system. Plus you're having a Maven 3.6 version, 3.6.3 version. Somehow with this combination, it is not able to compile it. Okay. Now what's the solution? What we need to do now? Okay. Fine. So Rajesh, what you will do, you just do a sudo apt cache search open jdk. Okay. So Rajesh, there is a OpenJDK 17 is also there, which you had downloaded. Fine. OpenJDK 16 is also there. Okay. Whether the compilation will work for OpenJDK 17, oh, I don't know. It sorry 13. It might work for 16. It might work for 17. We don't know, right? So OpenJDK 13 is also there. OpenJDK 8 is also there, which is only older version. Hence, that's the reason it was not compiling for the older version. Okay, fine. So now, Rajesh, what about the Maven? I know that Maven is there for 3.6.3. Okay. Whether the Maven you need any higher version. Okay. Let me check in the net. Just a trial and error, guys. So Apache Maven download. Okay. So Apache Maven download is there. Okay, fine. I'm having a 3.8 version, which is a little bit higher than the 3.6 version. Correct. 3.6 version. Can I install this one, Rajesh, and try out? Okay, see 3.3 version plus Java 1.7 or Java 17 above. So it means that this the system requirement is that you need a Maven 3.3 plus Java ADK 17, Java JDK 17. Java JDK 17 is already there, but Maven 3.6 is there. Okay. So, but here is saying that this is sufficient for us to execute anything. Why? But I'm feeling like let me install this OpenJDK, sorry, Maven 3.8.7. But you're not getting a like RPM or the Debian with this version. Actually, you need to download the source code. Okay, fine. You need to download the source code. Okay, fine. So let me download the source code here. So what you will do that, you'll just do a right click, do a copy link address, go to this server, guys, here. Now what you will do here, you will go here to the OPT directory and you do a wget of copy that link, but before that you add a sudo because you are working as sudo user, right? Ubuntu is a sudo user, right? So hence Ubuntu is sudo, hence you have to do sudo wget. Okay, so you have downloaded that Apache hyphen Maven. Okay, let me extract it. Sudo r hyphen xvf extract the Apache Maven. So it has extracted. Okay, fine, good. Now when you do an ls, you got this directory. Okay, get inside the Apache Maven directory and say ls. Here you have something as a bin directory. Go to the bin directory. Can you see here? There is an MVN command is there. Oh, MVN is there. What is the version of MVN here? Hyphen version. It is 3.8.7. Okay, whatever I needed, the 3.8.7, I got it here. So now whether the compilation will happen with the 8.3.7, let's see now. But you could see that whenever I want to compile here, I need to give the complete path of this. See, where is this Maven is there, guys? This is there under /opt Apache Maven bin and this, and after that you have the MVN. Okay, for timing, I'll give the complete path. So where you have to do this complete path? Okay, because I am under my project is in the Maven demo. So let me go to the Maven demo inside. Under this, do the complete path and do a /mvn space compile. So this is a very awkward way because you are giving a complete path like this and you're executing. So is there any way, Rajesh, I need not to give this complete path? Yes, you need to create some kind of a environment variable and then you need to export it. That we will do shortly after some time. But right now I'm giving a complete path of this and then giving a compile. Now let us see whether the compilation will work. Okay, still it's throwing an error. It means that there is some problem, guys. Right? There is some problem here. So what happened, right? Either it is not compatible with the 3.8.7 or either the Java version is not properly installed. Right? So what we will do here, okay, let me do one thing. Let me install sudo apt install open jdk 16 hyphen jdk. I'm just trial erroring jdk hyphen y. I'm just installing the open jdk C. So these are all the problems, guys. You will face it when you're working on the real time. Okay. So hence what happened, right? Yes, open jdk 16 is getting installed. Okay. So let me first see the error, what it is. Could not build the read one. Okay. There are some encode forward. Okay, okay. Sorry, guys. I think I did some mistake actually. Okay, okay. Sorry, guys. I think it is not because of this. It is in the pom.xml, which I did a next mistake actually. I'm sorry. So dependency. Okay. Maybe, guys, this the DEPNDNCIES, DEPNDICS, DEPNDEPNDENCIES. Okay, this spelling is correct. This is also correct. It is also correct. Yes, I think we will just shift this to one place, right? So that, yeah, I think it should be inside. That's the reason I think. So let me cross verify one time. Yeah. Okay. So let us see now. Okay. Let's see now. Share this file. So now what I will do that I will go with the normal Maven. So I will just say ambient compile. So we did some circus now, but let us see now whether it will work or not. No, it's not working. It's unable to do it. Okay, fine. Now what I will do that I will go with my own the other way. OPT Apache Maven bin mvn hyphen sorry compile. Whether this also works? No, guys, it is not working. So the project has one error. It says that non-parsable must be followed by end tag and the start tag position. Start tag scene is something like this. Goa dependencies. What is it? Okay, hold a second. Did I download it? Did I copy it properly? Okay. So let me check, guys. Okay. Correct only, right? So the syntax, guys. That's the reason. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So, yeah. Mm. 1 second, guys. Mm. Hold on. Let me verify one more time, guys. So project is ending here. Where is property? Property. I got the problem. See, guys. Oh my God, this is right. This property is right. Oh my God. Okay, this should come here actually. No, like, this should come here. This is what I was just thinking. Okay, okay. Now I think it should work, guys. So let me check with this normal NVN compile. Okay, it's not working. If this is not working, then we'll go ahead, guys. I'll verify that why this is failing actually. Yeah. Okay, still failing. Good. Strange. Okay, let me verify one more time. Shit. God, how come? God, this is an error actually. Yeah. Last try, one more try, guys. Unrecognized tag, non-parsable, some error were encoded while doing it. Maven compiler. Second, guys. Uh, yeah. Is this correct? Project is ending here. This is perfect. This is the missing thing. Yeah. Then you have to, yeah. Hey guys, we have to do so much struggling, everything. Yeah, now it is building. Yeah. Sorry guys, I did a mistake from my end. What I did, see, what is a mistake I did, I will tell you. Even though it took some time, but that is fine. It's good that we understood. See here, I first what happened, right? This property tag was here at the down. This hash property tag was here, which was very wrong because this properties tag, right? It should be between this compiler tag only. Once you are chosen the Maven compiler, this and this should be ended here. So what I did, this property I was at here, it was there actually. And next, what I did, right? I had removed this one and only this was there. So I need to start with the tag, end with the tag. Though the tags were missing here. So hence what happened, right? This was failing, guys. So very sorry, it took some time, but it is good that we learned what exactly the error is going on, right? So here what I did right here, what exactly MVN compile is doing. If you check it, see MVN compile is also trying to download all kind of a dependencies, whatever it requires for the Goa, uh, the Goa Google library, right? It is trying to see download everything. See, Goa libraries were all downloaded. See, all were downloaded. Correct. Now there is one more library is there. Suppose like the Java application, it want to connect or it want to do some kind of a communication with the database. So there is one library known as a Hibernate library. So if you go to the Google and just say Hibernate Maven, so see Hibernate core relocation library, dependency library. So this is what we needed actually. This is what we needed actually. Okay, if you go to any one of this, like if I go to this version, 6.2 version, see, you could see that this is what you got it. So this is for your core Hibernate. So I'll do one thing. I'll copy this again here, copy here, come back here, open the pom.xml. So here where you have to do that, guys, you have to keep it here only. You have to copy it here only. See, I'll try to copy the whole stuff here. See, you copy the dependency, even the Hibernate library also you need it actually. So then save this file. Again, do a mvn compile. MVN compile. So guys, I'm using the higher version of the MP Maven. So that's the reason what happened, right? I'm giving the complete path. Later, I will show you that how to make it a short. You need not to give always this complete path. Some companies, some developers, they do always do the complete path, but this is not a good sign. So always you should give a command, or you have to give some kind of aliases or a short name you have to give it. Here I've installed the Maven 3.8.7 under the slash opt directory, so I'm giving the complete path, but that is fine. So when you do a execute, right, so you could see that now it is here. You could see that even it is downloading even all the hibernate related Maven library is also getting downloaded. Correct, guys? So that's the reason what happened, right? Why Maven is popular, because that all these are downloaded from the mvnrepository.com. So this is a site where you will get all kind of a dependent library. You want to download any Spring Boot, you can download. You want any Python related library, you can download from MVN. So this MVN repository, we call this as a centralized repository. And always, right, happen in every organization, what they do, right? The companies, right, they will try to connect, the Java developer will try to connect automatically through this ME repository, and he downloads. Correct. Now you could see carefully here. If you are working on a Maven build tool, then you need to go to this Maven section, try to copy this, paste, and put and place it or copy into the pom.xml. Suppose if you are working on a Gradle tool, so you have to go to the Gradle, right? Under the Gradle, you have to just copy this and paste in the no pom.xml over there in the Gradle tool. Actually, similarly, you could see the Kotlin is there. The short is there. Kotlin is basically when you are developing any kind of Android application, right? You will be using the Kotlin libraries, right? So this is the libraries which you have to use. So like that way, for different tools, they have already provided the complete dependency structure they have provided. So what the developer will do, that based on his requirement, right? He go to that particular build tool and he will copy and he'll paste in the XML file, and he will try to download all those libraries under for his project requirement, right? So now the thing what happened, guys, this is nothing but this is the external. It means that this is outside the network. It is outside in the internet itself, right? But you know that there are many companies are there who are working on very complex project, or very some security led projects they work, right? Many companies, right? Or they work some kind of an open, not open, closed projects, which they work on very closed, very security related projects. Suppose some companies are working on some projects which are defense related project, right? You have a DRDO company, or else if you go to US, there is a Department of Defense. America is a DoD, right? Dot we say. So many companies are there who are working for some project related to them, right? So when those Java developers in those companies, when they are developing some security project, right? They cannot connect to the outside world. So this is a centralized repository, guys. They cannot connect to the outside world. So when this Java developer, when they are sitting here, when the Java developers are sitting here, and when they are working on some Java applications for some defense related project, right? They cannot always try to connect to this to the central repository, right? They cannot connect to the central repository and try to download all the packages. They cannot do that because it leads to a lot of security loopholes. So hence what happened, right? What they do, right? Usually company itself will set up the its own remote repository. So this is what we call as a centralized repository or central repository, right? This is the repository which is there over the internet. It's there over the internet where usually people try to connect. And what is the site? mvnrepository.com. This is a site, right? So where you try to download all this dependency. But as I said, right, every time it doesn't happen, right? Many times what happened, the company will they set up their own remote repository. So which is there within that, within that company boundary. It means this everything is there within the organization boundary. Correct? It is an organization boundary. So now what happened? Whatever the dependency where the developer required, everything will be kept here under the remote repository within the organization. They'll keep it. Now, who are developers are developing any project, right? What they'll do, they'll try to directly download all the dependencies from this remote repository. So because that their organization is never connected to the outside world. Why? Because that when you are working on some security related application, right? Usually what happened, right? This we call there is a terminology something like a clean room. So in the clean room, what happened, right? Usually the companies who are working for a critical project, so they call it as a clean room where over their network, right? Within the company's internet, right? They'll make sure in such a way that they cannot connect to the outside network actually. They have to develop all kind of project within sitting within their own company boundary itself, within their own organization. So in that case, whatever the dependencies where the developers require, that will be there within the company only. So central repository, whatever the content it has, right, the same content they'll find in their own remote repository within the organization. So that the dependencies and all they can download from there only, and they can start working on the project. That's how it happens. Okay, so we'll be discussing about this remote repository after some point of time, because when I'm explaining about the JFrog repository or JFrog uh, or or Nexus, right? I will be explaining about what is a remote repository, what is a remote, what is a local repository, and all. We'll be discussing that over after some time. Not now, maybe after 4 or 5 sessions, we'll be discussing about this aspect, about these tools actually. So now, okay, guys. So that's all about this repositories. I thought I will explain you about what exactly the Maven or the central repository is all about, right? Now, so here what I did, guys, here I try to compile it actually. By using this command, I try to compile it. Correct? I try to compile it. Right? Now you say that, okay, fine, Rajesh, you have installed your Maven here under /opt. Under that, you have created an Apache directory, and sorry, under that you have downloaded the tar file, and you have extracted it. So by using the sudo tar -xvf command, right, you extracted. Under that, you are having it actually. Under that, you are having a bin directory. Under the bin directory, you are having an mvn command, and some configuration related files are there. That's all are required for this Maven. That's the reason what happened, that you have kept here. Correct, guys? So now you say that actually that Rajesh, I don't want to always give this complete path like that. Is there any way I can set an environment variable, or can I completely set the whole path as an environment variable? Right? You can set it, guys. Actually, so how to set it, we will see now. Hold a second. I'm just getting one call. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So how to do that actually? See, to do that, there are various aspects are there to make it as like to make the complete path as making it as something like a setting up the environment variable and all. So usually when if you're working as a Linux, if you're working with the Linux, right, you know that there are many methods are there to do all those settings. For example, under etc there is a file known as a environment. See, under here you can set the whole stuff actually. You can set the whole stuff. It means that if you want to set the whole path, you can set the whole path. Or else, guys, what happened, right? You can go to the internet. What you can search, you can set it as a setting system environment. Yeah, I think it's already there here. Environment variable in Ubuntu. You can go to any article setting up the environment variables on Ubuntu. See here, there are various methods are there. There are 4 to 5 options are there, or methods are there, where you can set an one variable. See, there is something like using export command you can do. Second is that you need to, or else you can even create under etc environment file. That's what I was saying earlier, that you can set all the parameter here in this file, or else adding a shell script under etc profile.d. Okay, this is what I needed. Oh, I can set some kind of a script here in this profile.d, etc profile.d. Okay, fine. Let's see what are the other things are there. What he's saying, that he's saying that export a variable name is equal to give the value, then do an echo of this value, you will get printer. Or else under the etc environment you can set it the along with the path information. See, he's trying to set the whole Java as a home, as a variable as a Java underscore home, right? And he's setting the his home directory also something like my home. So some variables it has been set over here. Okay, fine. So and other is that using the etc profile.d, you can create some script actually, and you can place all those things. So let me do this method. Let me opt for this third method. Okay, how to do that? Okay, let me go to the server. Okay, so what I will do, guys, I will try to go to the pd to etc profile.d. Okay, fine. And what I'll do, I'll create on Java file. Before that, let me do a lsfnld etc, sorry, not etc, opt. What is that? Apache. So I need this complete path actually. Okay, Apache bin. This is what I needed. Okay, let me take this path. So also let me keep it here somewhere in Notepad so that I need this path actually. Fine. So what I will do, so etc profile dot is there. So let me create one file sudo vi java.sh, or even I can say maven.sh. That's fine. We can give anything. So etc maven.sh. Okay. Here what I'll do, I'll just say export m2. It means that maven 2 underscore home is equal to give this complete path. Give this complete path. Okay. And then you say already they have a path variable. You need to add this path to that path environment variable. So you have to say path is equal to m2 dollar m2 underscore home colon dollar path path, and then say export path. That's all you have to do, set guys. So export m2 underscore home slash opt Apache Maven. Just give the complete path. Open with the single quote and give the complete path of where exactly your Maven is there. The new version of Maven 3.8.7, right? It is there here. And then you are using a path is equal to dollar of m2 underscore home. This is the same variable you have to use, is equal to dollar of path. So whatever the existing dollar variable, right, that will be added now, and you are doing an export path. That's all. So then save this file. Now you can do anyway. You can either log out and log in one more time so that it will get reflected. The changes will get reflected, right? Or else what you can do that you can execute a command source space maven.sh. So it execute a source.maven.sh. Fine, good. Now, if you do a echo dollar path, can you see that this path has been added now? Correct, guys. Now, when I do a Maven hyphen version, can you see that, guys? There is a Maven Apache 3.8 is there. See, Maven 3.8.7 there. Whatever you need it, right here. Where is it, guys? See, where is it? See, 3.8.7. Whatever you needed, right? See, now you are able to get it. Correct. Now, can I do a MVN -FN version anywhere, sitting anywhere in the system? See, I can go anywhere. If I run it, oh, I'm getting the 3.8.7, and it is referring to the Java 17. Now, so with the help of this command, so you're able to do it. Or else you can just log out and log in. So always better that, always usually what people will do that, they will try to log out and log in again to this server. So what they'll do that, they will try to do an exit from this server and again re-log in into the same server. So copy the public IP. So that will also be better. Open the putty session. Either you can run a source command and then you directly source on it so that it will get reflected in this, or else you can log out and log in. Some people even reboot the system also sometime, but that's fine. So if I execute a mvn-fn version, see, you're able to get this complete path. So it means that this is the latest version which I needed. Now, guys, if I go to my Maven demo, if I go to the Maven demo, and then if I run a command mvn compile, will it work? Does it work? See, now I need not to give the complete path, that slash opt apache slash bin. I need not to give the complete path. I'm just giving mvn, because that if I execute mvn, what happened, right? It is always searched in this path, that command. Oh, okay. Under this path slash opt apache maven bin, right? Under this already this mvn is there. Oh, it will try to take from that path mvn, and then it will try to run this. So if you're running a mvn compile, this compile, it is nothing but these are the goals. So we will be learning about what are Maven goals actually now. Okay, so now when I do a mvn compile, you could say it has just compiled the code, but it has not built any package. So how to do that? You have to run mvn package. So mvn package. So this is one of the other target or the goal where you need to run it. What the mvn package will do, mvn package will compile, will test, as well as it will generate the package. Generate the package means it will create the var or jar or er file. So finally we need an application to be bundled as a jar, var or er file. Hence we need to run a mvn package command. If you run an mvn package, now you could see that apart from the compile, it will also do the test. If there is any testing is there, that will also it will also do a, it will also create a package also, or the var or jar. Can you see here? It is already saying under slash home Ubuntu Maven demo. See, under that it has created a target directory. Under that it is creating a jar file. See, now if you do an ls, I think we saw this in the last session also. cd, it has created a target directory. If you do a target cd target and ls, now you could see that, guys, there is a jar file it has created. This is nothing but your jar file, right? So if you do a java-jar and specify this hello world dot jar, so okay, it is, there is no main manifest file is there, but you have to run the command, or you have to run that application with the java jar command itself. But that's fine. This is not running. That's okay. I understood why it is not running. Later, some other examples I'll show. Then I will run that example. That I'll run that jar file. It will run it. So here this is not working, but this is how you have to run the your application. Correct, guys? So now what I'm trying to tell here, I'm trying to tell here, like when you are doing an MVN compile, it is just compiling the code actually, right? It is just compiling the code. Once it is compiling the code, you want to build a package, means you need to run a MVN target command, right? So before the target, what happened usually, right? In every project, you know that you need to first compile the project. You need to first compile the project. Once you compile the Java project, then you need to run the unit test case actually. After running the unit test case, you need to run the building the package actually. Building the package, it means that you need to get the var or jar or er file. Jar, var or er file. So to achieve this actually, what you're doing here, you're trying to run an mvn compile command. Fine, this will just compile the code, that's all. If you want to even run the unit test case, if there is any unit test case which is developed by the developer, and if it is there in the source code, you have to run a mvn test actually. But if you're running mvn test, what it internally does, it will does the compile as well as it will do the test actually. It will run the test cases. But now after that, what happened right here? If you want to build the jar or var or here file, right? Then what you will do, guys? You have to run an mvn package command. But mvn package, what will do that? It internally will do the compile as well as it will do a test, and as well as it will even does a package also. So as a part of running, so if you're doing mvn package, it means that it is internal running this mvn compile, mvn test, as well as in mvn package. So what happened, right? Whenever you want to build a package, guys, you need not to give like this mvn compile space tester space package. You need not to give this command like this. If you're giving like this, anyhow, all these things, this thing taken care by the package command also. So that's the reason in the industry people never do that. They'll always directly run the mvn package command, because they know that internally it does the compiling as well as testing actually. So as part of this execution, guys, once you are running the mvn package, you know that it is going to generate one target directory. Under the target directory, the jar or var or er file will be there, right? Jar or var or er file will be created under this target directory. Here you could see that already a target directory is there, so that is generated, right? Now if you are doing a mvn clean, so mvn clean, what will do that? It will try to remove this target directory. It will remove all those compiled files or whatever you needed, right? That will remove. See, can you see that deleting the slash home Ubuntu Maven demo? See, if you do an ls, so it is deleting. So what it is doing, mvn clean, this will clean up the target directory. So this mvn compile, mvn test, mvn package, mvn clean, this clean package test compile, this we call it as a Maven goals. Maven goals, or we call it as a build phase actually. We can either call the build phase or Maven goals, we can call. So is it clear, sir, till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we understood how to download the dependencies by going to the Maven repository. We also checked that apart from the existing Maven, like 3.6 is there, I want to go with some higher version of the Maven, right? You can go to the Maven site and you can try to download. So this whatever we did now here, guys, here downloading it, this we are doing it manually. It means that you are not in you are you're downloading the archive or the tarball from the site, you're extracting it, and then later you are setting up the environment variable. So most of the time in the industry, right, people will be going with this method only. Now, why they are going with this method? Why not with the 3.6 version? Why not with 3.8? Right? See, usually what happened in the industry, right? What happened? The developer, what happened, right? He will be having a development environment or dev environment, we'll say. And what he will be doing? No, he will be developing the applications, and he will be using the Java 13 in his project, right? And he will be using something like a Maven 3.2 version. I'm just taking some version actually. So he'll be developing the whole application, and he will be designing, and he'll be using the Maven 13, sorry, Java 13 and Maven 3.2 version only. Now, once he has developed it, once he has compiled it, he got the success result by this combination. Then what happened, right? The developers, what happened, right? He will tell to the DevOps engineer that under your environment means under the test environment, please install the same setup. Have Java 13 and have the Maven 3.2 only, like that. He will tell you also, right? So you need to agree with what the developer is saying, guys. Now you say that Rajesh, Maven 3.2, there is no package. If I try to do a sudo apt search Maven or apt cache search Maven, like when you're searching like this, you're not getting 3.2. But it's not showing. Oh, maybe that 3.2 you are not getting as a Debian package. So nobody has developed any package of the Maven with the 3.2 version. Then what to do then? If I don't have a package, usually what happens is I can try to install the Maven with the help of sudo apt install Maven or 3.2. If I want to have 3.2, I can install directly, but the package itself is not there. The Ubuntu distribution has not given that package only. Now what you will do? Oh, you know that, okay, Rajesh, now I need to manually install it. Oh, how to install it? I need to install through the source code. It means that I need to install through the code actually. Through the code means you need to download the tar gzip file. So how you'll do? You'll go to the official site. You will go with the official site, right? Like for example, you go to the Apache Maven site. There you will try to search for this Maven 3.2. It's a tarball you'll try to download. So under your system, you'll try to download the tarball under the /opt. Anywhere you can download, even under /temp also you can download. So usually people will try to download the slash under the opt. Extract that Maven package, and then under that, after extracting, you'll get one directory like this. Under that, you have something like a bin directory. Under that, you'll find an mvn command. So this mvn, whatever you're having under this slash Apache Maven, right? This is of the version 3.2, guys. After doing that, now you know very well that how I have to set the environment variable. So what you will do? Okay, you know Rajesh has said something here. Okay, go to this path, cd etc profile.d. Go to this path. Okay, go to this path like this. Create one file with this name, maven.sh, whatever, right? So and what you will do, and you will try to. And now you will try to same thing, whatever you're saying that with here, you need to just replace Apache Maven 3.2, whatever is that you need to replace accordingly. So you'll set it under this file, you'll set this one, and after that you will run a command source maven.sh, or else you will try to log out and log in again in the server. Log in and log out terminal one more time to make sure that it will get affected. So most of the time industries, the DevOps engineer will be doing this only. So you never expect that you will get that particular version as a package and install with the apt command. No, you will not get it. You have to go to the official site of the man. Sometimes some the developers, some old developer might be there. He might be using Java 8 or Java 9. He might tell you that, oh, please use the Maven 2.8, man. Now, as a DevOps engineer, can you say that? No, man, I've never worked on 2.8. I don't know how to install it. You cannot say that because you need to know how to download, go to the official site of Maven and do it. So that's the reason, guys. Always, whatever the DevOps developers he's using under his environment, right? The same environment you need to mimic in your test environment also, because ultimately you're taking the whole code from the developer only, wherever he is putting this code into the Git repository, right? From there, you need to download and you need to do a lot of you need to do a lot of setup. So you need to have the same kind of environment. Suppose in case the DevOps engineer, he will be installing Maven 13 only, right? sorry, Java 13 only, but instead of installing Maven 3.2, he has installed 3.6. And now he's compiling under his test environment. Maybe the code, whatever the developers develop, it might not compile, it might throw in a, the way we saw it earlier, right? It was continuously throwing because there was some mismatch with the Java version and with the Maven. And basically that that application was not supporting it actually. Because that application, whatever it was not supporting with this version. Hence what happened, right? The compiler was always getting failed. So always make sure that, guys, whenever the Maven compile is getting failed, there could be a chance that there could be a mismatch of the Java version which the developer has used on his environment and what you've installed in the test environment. There could be a lot of difference would be there. So that's the reason that make sure that always you try to obey what what developer is saying. Okay, he will say with this version means please go out with that, doing with that only. Am I clear on this, sir, till here? So this was very important, which I thought I have to tell you, because that this is a common issue where the DevOps engineer will always face whenever he's doing a building of the project, right? He will face, because there will be some mismatch in the software versions. Correct, guys? So any doubts you have till here, guys? Any doubts you have till here? No?
No, sir.
Clear everything? All clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Yeah, okay, fine. So now what we will do now, okay, we'll do one thing, guys. We will try to download the Spring Pet Clinic project. It's an open source project. We will compile it, we'll package it, and we'll check it how it is working. Correct. So now what I'll do here, I'll go to the internet. I'll go to the Spring Pet Clinic GitHub, like that I will do. Okay. I'll go to, this is the open source project. Click on this. Okay. Here, after clicking on this, you know that actually I want to get the GitHub repository. Means you have to click on this code, and here you could see all. You should always go to the HTTPS. Copy this link. Actually, just copy this. Come over in the server here. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me come out from the Maven depot. Let me create a Spring Pet Clinic project. Actually, create a directory with that name, and then ls do a git clone of that project and say enter. So now you could see that, guys, you have downloaded the whole project. So go to this directory, Spring Pet Clinic. Under that, you could see that you have all the command, all the source codes are there. So Rajesh, can I download all? Sorry, can I compile this whole project? Yes, you can compile it, sir. MVN compile, MVN compile, MVN sorry, MVN compile. Let's see whether it compiles or not. See, starts compiling. See, all the dependency it is downloading, whatever it requires, right? Because it refers to the pom.xml. Under pom.xml, there's a dependency section there. Under that, whatever the dependencies are there, everything it is downloading here. So if you can go here, see, go here to the site, and you could see that there is a, under this Spring Pet Clinic, you could see there's a pom.xml is there. Yeah, pom.xml. Let me open this pom.xml. See, can you see here, guys? Oh, parent is there something. Oh, it is referring to some parent pom. Fine. Now you could see that there's a property. Okay, this is a Java 17. It expects. Oh, Java 17 is already there. So this is a web dependency. See, it requires all this dependency. See, after that there's a dependency. What dependency it needs? It needs all Spring Boot framework. See, Spring framework dot boot, Spring framework dot. So these are the Spring frameworks which it is downloading. Hence, you could see that. See, it is still downloading, and it has finally it has did a build success. So what I did, guys, I did a MVN compile here. Now when I did a MVN compile here, and when I do an ls, you could see that there's a target directory it has created. Okay, let me go to the target directory, ls, and you could see there's a class directory is created, classes directory is created. Enter ls. Can you see here, guys? There are, these are all the class files are there where it has generated the class files. Class file means dot class file it has created actually, because it's a big project. Under each and every section, right, it has created a class file. Right now you say that, Rajesh, come out from here. Now Rajesh, under the Spring Pit Clinic, right, you have an src where the source codes are there. Under that, can you see there's a test directory there? Okay. Oh, Rajesh, these are test directory where all the unit test case are placed. So all the unit test codes are written and it has placed under this test directory. Okay, let me do a compile, or let me do a MVN test command. When you do an MVN test, it also does the testing also. It means that it also executes the unit test also. So when you do a enter and we do an MVN test, so as I said earlier, when you do an MVN test in turn will do a compile as well as it will do a test. Now you could see that it will do a compile also, it will do a test also. Both it will be done by the MVN test. See, it is doing a testing also. See, it is doing a testing also. So this would take some time, but that's fine for us. See, the build at test means the test has passed actually. All the tests, you could see that test run, 10 tests are passed, 0 is failed. Even the unit test also has passed everything. Now, guys, once the unit test has passed, you need to get the unit test results actually. So where the results will be there. If you do an ls, can you see there's a target directory is there? Okay, let me go to the target directory. Under that, can you see there's a surefire reports are there? Okay, go to the surefire reports. Under the surefire reports, guys, all the test results are placed here. When you do lsfnl, you could see that these are all the test reports. You could see that some file is having a .txt and some files is having a .xml. This XML we cannot read it, but yeah, of course, all this .text file I can read it. Suppose I'm opening some text file. I'm just opening this one, org.springframework.sample.txt something. This one I'm opening. I'll say vi, open this and say enter. Can you see that it is showing you the test result? Okay, out of the execution of this unit test, right? One has passed, 0 has failed, error. Okay, you're getting some result. Okay, so this is how, guys, it is you need to get. So always, guys, whenever you are running MVA test, in this case, for example, for the spring pet clinic where the test results are placed under target surefire hyphen report. So this is the path, guys, you should always remember. Okay, Rajesh, under this the surefire result or the unit test results are placed. So what we did here, we build the spring pet clinic project. Clinic, open source, Java, Spring, Spring, Spring Framework project. So for that, what we did, guys, we tried to do the clone of the project. I did a git clone, and then I tried to give this. This I no need. I try to give this complete. So I clone this project, right? I clone this. After that, so before that, you create one directory actually, mkdir something spring pet clinic demo directory created. After that, you did a cd to spd demo, anything you can give any name. Under that, you are just doing a clone actually, right? After giving the clone, what you did, guys, you did an MVN compile, and later you did an MVN test actually. So once the MVN test, what will do that, it will run the unit tests actually, and the result will be placed under the surefire reports, right? Where is the path for that? In our case, or in my case, in my system, surefire reports. So under this path, the reports are there. This is one interview question they'll ask you, where all the unit tests results are placed. You have to always say, sir, it is surefire reports. Simply have to use the name surefire hyphen report. That's all, right? Right? Now you could say that, Rajesh, where is the jar file or var or er file? That is not there. Okay. Oh, for that, man, you have to do an MVN package, man. Okay. So let me run the MVN package. So come out from here. Go back to your base dir where your pom.txt. See, whenever you're running mvn compile, mvn test, always guys, you should be there under your base dir. The base dir is this one. So because wherever the pom.xml file is there, under the same path, you should be there to run the command. You cannot go somewhere else and I cannot go to the target directory and I cannot do a mvn compile and all. It will not work because mvn will always try to check for the pom.xml file. This is kind of a parent pom, we say. Oh, it is a main pom or under the home base dir. So base dir, what in the last session we had discussed what is the base directory. This is the base directory. So wherever you're creating a directory, wherever you're placing all your code, right, that becomes your base dir. And in that base dir itself, you will find a pom.xml file, right? So this source code and all will be there under your base dir. So here what happened, the base dir, in my case, it is on the Spring Pet Clinic. This is my base dir actually. So here, this is my base dir under which the pom.xml. Here I need to run the command mvn package. See? Okay, good. So what mvn package will do now? You know that mvn package will try to do a compile plus test, as well as it will try to even do a package also. Package means it will generate the jar or var or year, whatever you need, right? That format, whatever is that, you will get it, right? Where it will create under the target directory. See, it is still running. You know that under your base directory, base dir, under your base dir path, there is a target directory will create it. Under the target directory, it will create the jar or var or year, whatever is there, right? See, now you could see that here it has compiled and you could see that here under the /home ubuntu pet clinic the target, it has created a spring pet clinic .jar file. Can you see here under the target? Sorry, under the target directory. Now you could see that this is a spring pet clinic. So this jar file it has created here. So under this, it has created this jar file. Right under the base dir, it has created a jar file. Now you can even run the jar file also. As I said, like earlier, like you can even run the Java command, Java-jar, and run the Spring Pet Clinic jar. See, it start running. This application will start executing or running. See, it starts running. It starts running. See, so it is starting a lot of services, and finally it will start the application. Spring Pet Clinic application will start. See, started the ping. See, started the Spring Pet Clinic in 16.1 seconds. The process is running. See, now because you are running this in your dummy server here, I am running here under my dummy server here. So right. So I'll copy this. I'll copy the public copy of the dummy. Go here. Oh, sorry. You have to give port number 8080, right? Because under the 8080, the port is under that 8080. That Spring Pet Clinic is working. Spring Pet Clinic. See, you are able to see this project. Yeah, you are able to see this application up and running now. Correct, guys? Correct. This is a Spring Pet Clinic project actually. So you are running that application here actually under your dummy server. Correct, guys? So I'll do a control C. So I'm killing that execution. So this will also go off. Okay, right? So now, so that's how. Now the question comes, one major question comes, or very important question comes. Rajesh, when you're doing MVN compile, you said that from the pom.xml, the dependencies are there, all the dependencies will be downloaded. Okay, fine. Where the dependency is going to download is going to download from this MVN repository. We know that, right? See, now it's gone. Okay. So where it is downloaded, it will go to the MVN repository. So this is the main repository, or we call it centralized repository. From there, it will try to download all the dependencies. Fine. But after downloading, where it will keep it, or where it does keep it actually. So if you come here, guys, under the home directory, under that home directory, under that user's home directory, here it is Ubuntu, right? Under user home directory, there's a directory will create automatically by name M2. See, cd to the M2. Under that, you'll have a repository directory. Under that, see, all the repositories are placed. See, these are all the repositories which has been downloaded and kept over here. Okay. So where is the path, guys? So what's the question comes now? Where all the downloaded Maven repository is kept. So guys, always it is always kept under home directory. Home directory. Under that there is an M2 directory. .m2 directory will be created. Hidden directory. Under that it will create a repository directory. This is the path, guys, where all the repository, all the download repositories. So like for example, earlier we had downloaded the Hibernate Goa library. We downloaded as well as we downloaded many other libraries, right? So everything will be downloaded and kept under this itself. So this is what always. So it means that for every user accounts. So here in my case it is Ubuntu. Tomorrow if Gaurav is building and if Gaurav is sitting under his home directory under /home Gaurav, under that .m2 directory will be created, under that repository will be created, under that all the Mavens will be downloaded or Maven dependencies will be downloaded. Similarly, if Naresh is sitting under /home Naresh.m2. So every individual user, guys, he will have its own repository. It will be kept actually. And if you check the size of this repository, I'm not sure how much is size. It should be, see, 164 MB we have downloaded. That much of libraries we have downloaded from the central repository or MN repository. Am I clear, sir, till here? So this is also one of the intro questions where they will will be kept. It will be kept under your home directories. Under that there will be a .m2 directory will be created under that repository. Under that repository, all your repositories will be downloaded and be kept here, because your project will always be depending upon this .m2 directory only. So whatever the libraries it needs, it will try to take the libraries, it will do a reference of that library from the .m2 directory. Okay, sir, is it clear? Now, what we will do? Okay, fine, Rajesh, you are doing everything here by sitting in that server, by sitting in this dummy server. I have to do the same thing in my Jenkins server. Whatever you're doing a build activity, I need to do the same build in my Jenkins server. 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. So now what you're saying that Rajesh, I want to build the same project, right, Rajesh? Whatever you're doing in here in the command line under your dummy server, this is a dummy server. I need to do the same thing now I need to build the same project here and by Jenkins server. Okay, fine. Okay, I think I already logged in the Jenkins actually, right? This is Jenkins, right? So let me check first what is Java version, because I need a Java 17, right? Okay, Java 17 is there. What about the Maven version? Okay, MVN is not there. Okay, let me go to the /op directory, whether it is there. Oh, here it is not there, guys. So I need to do the same stuff actually. So let me do the same stuff. Wget and go to the Maven. This is again we are repeating. So come over here, try to do a click on it, copy link address, do a sudo wget, and then give the complete path. This is the path of the whole Maven tarball actually. So this is a binary, right? It's a binary. So download it. So you download it. Then you have to do a sudo, what do you say, tar -xvf, specify this. So you extracted it, guys, right? After extracting, you know very well that under the Apache directory, Apache fn my1, you will get a bin directory. Under the bin directory, you have mvn command. So this is the mvn 3.8.5, right? If you do a /mvn -fn version, see, you could see that it is 3.8. This is what I needed actually in my Jenkins server also. Fine, it is there in under this path. Okay, fine, good. Now what I will do here, I will need to set a, what happened? I need to create a this one, right? So I have to say cd etc profile.d. I need to set as a path variable as a into the path variable. So I need to set a profile for that. For that, I'll be using etc profile.d. Under that, what I will do, guys, I will create one maven.sh. Any script name we can create. So I will do one thing. I'll go to my notepad and I'll just blindly copy this whole stuff actually. It's the same thing, guys, right? And then insert it. Yeah. Now then paste it. Right. So you can even do a source of etc profile.d and say maven.sh. You can do that. Now, if you execute maven-fn version, you should be able to get 3.8.7. Good. Now, if you do an echo dollar path, okay, you should be able to get. Okay, Rajesh, I think everything is set now. Now, Rajesh, what I have to do that? I need to run as say same spring pet clinic, right? Where you need to do? I need to do it in my Jenkins as a job. So I've already logged into the Jenkins server. See, go here. I think I've already logged in. I think the connection has lost. Yes, connection is lost. Let me log in. So Rajesh with the password and log in. So this is my Jenkins server. So let me create a new project now. So new item. Just say Spring Pet Clinic demo -demo or Spring Pet Clinic Spring Pet Clinic. I've already created. Let me create with a demo 3 something. Demo 3. I'll give this name. I'll go to the freestyle project. Okay, I will not go with the pipeline and all. Later we'll go with the pipelining. So click on this and say okay. So you could see that, guys, you have created a new job now. So description: this project is to build the Spring Pet Clinic using Java 17 and Maven 3.8.7. Okay, good. This is what you are giving the description. Fine. And here, if you come down, you need to select the Git. Okay, and you need to give the Git URL. What is the Git URL? Come over here, Spring Pet Clinic. Because, guys, this Spring Pet Clinic, it's a public repository. Anybody can clone that project actually, right? So you need not to give any username and password. You can just clone it. So you have to go here, copy this, come over here, wherever you are doing. So give the whole thing. Here you need not to give any credentials. Come down here. So what is under which branch this project is there? So I think it is in a master. It is in a main branch actually, not master branch. So main is a branch. So I need to give as a main here. Instead of master, I need to give main. Okay, fine. So here you have given the repository, the Git repository details you have given. Fine. Now if you come down here, now you could see that there is under the build step, right? So guys, in upcoming sessions, we'll be learning about all these things. What is a build environment? What are these options? What is a build trigger? What is this general? Under general, you could see that there are many other things are there, right? Execute this project concurrently, throttle build this project param. So these things and all we will see it later. Don't worry. As of now, I'm not worried about all other sections, right? I'm just trying to build a simple Spring Pet Clinic project here. Now, if you come down here, directly go to the build steps. Here, go here. See, invoke the shell or execute the shell. Okay. Here, what happened, guys? I will do a MVN package. That's all. And I will now you should give as a MVN, not Maven. MVN package. Okay? This is a command, right? You need to give, right? And you have to say apply and save it. So guys, now you have created this project, Spring Pet Clinic. Now you need to build the project actually. So to build the project, you need to click on build now. Let's see whether it will build it or not. Okay, guys, it has failed it actually. See, this project is to build the Spring Pet Clinic. Fine. If you click, why it has failed? Let's see. So Git, it is trying to clone the Git and all. See, it is saying that MVN not found. So basically, it is not able to find that where is that MVN command. See, even though you have a, like you have a, like you have set the path. See, in the Jenkins, see, you have set the path, everything. See, if you execute MVN-FN version, it is executing actually. It is trying to execute. It is showing you the output of that command. But when you're creating a Jenkins job and when you're running, it is showing as a command not found actually. Maybe, see here, if I execute the env command, if you execute the env command, can you see that env command will show the env variable of your system? If you execute the env command, can you see that m2 underscore home? See, it is showing me that env variable. Okay, Rajesh, can I run the same command, set command here, set command or the mvn command? Go back to the job, configure. Okay, come over here. I don't know do anything. I don't want to run this one. First, let me run the set or env command. Let me run the env command and check it whether I'm able to see that m2 variable, m2 underscore home, this env variable I'm able to see or not. Let me first check. Build now. See, it has executed fine. I need to see the output. Can you somewhere see MVN M2 underscore home? See, M is there, L M. See, nowhere, guys. Oh, it is not. If it is not able to, it is not able to. If it is not able to see this environment variable only, how it will get the path information about the MVN command? Oh, it is not getting, man. Somehow it is not able to get it. So what is the fix for this? There are many methods are there. Being a Linux user, yeah, right? You being in a Linux system itself, you can set it. You can do many other things, right? You can do many stuffs actually. But what I will do now, okay, I will go. I'll do one thing, guys. I will set up a, MVN configuration itself. I'll set it up. How to set it to the MVN Maven configuration? Go to your dashboard. Okay. Here you could see there's a manage Jenkins there. Very important. Maven Jenkins. Click on this Maven Jenkins. Now, if you come to the Maven Jenkins, sorry, not Maven, sorry, Manage Jenkins, sorry, Manage Jenkins, and you could see that there is something like a global tool configuration. Okay. There's also a systems configuration system is there. There's something like a manage node. There's something like a manage plugin, config, configure global security. There are many, tabs are there, which I'll be going through later after some point of time. Not now, because these are all very important. We have to go through some of the many important. So out of all these things, guys, the very important is the system configuration. Under system configuration, what are all the things which are there, right? All these are important. So in an interview, most of the percent, 80% of the time, they'll be asking the whatever you'll find under system configuration settings, right? That only they will ask you. Of course, even in security also, this is also very important. This manage user also is very important. Manage credential, configure global security. These three are very important. But I always observe that in interview, they'll be asking a system configuration. After you are answering some of the questions, they might ask you some related to security, global configuration, global or configure global security settings. Right? Under that, what are the important things are there? Can you tell me? Like that, they will ask. Have you configured any user and have you provided any kind of a permission? How to do that? Oh, so you'll be saying, sir, under security, there is a manage user is there, sir. There I will do, there I'll go and I will try to do a lot of settings, whatever you are asking. Like that, we'll answer. So there are many tabs are there, guys, which we'll be going through now. But now what is the problem which I'm facing is that actually under my Spring Pet Clinic demo 3, somehow that project MVN package is not working. That MVN command is not taking, even though I have set it everything in the system, in the Linux system, but in the Jenkins job it is failing. Now, how to fix it? Yeah, there are many ways are there, but one of the ways that actually you go to the dashboard. Under the dashboard, go to the Manage Jenkins. Under that, there is a global configuration tool setting is there. Click on here, guys. And you could see that there's a Maven configuration is there. Okay, fine. This is what? Okay, fine. There's a JDK configuration. If you have a JDK, you can point what is the JDK configuration. Git is there. Okay. And also, if you Gradle is there, Ant is there. You could see there's a Maven is also there. Okay. Let me go to the Add Maven, MVN Maven, Add Maven. Here you could see that it is asking whether you want to do an automatic install. No, I don't want to do Maven install. Already Maven is there. I don't want this. So just deselect this option. So I don't want it. Now what you have to do that you have to just give a Maven name and the path of that Maven. Okay. Let me give MVN underscore. What is the version, guys? We are having MVN 3.8.7, right? So I will say MVN underscore 3.8.7. Okay, fine. Where is the home directory of the Maven? Oh, I know that Rajesh it under slash opt Maven. So this is the path I need to do this like this. So under manage Jenkins global tool configuration, you have to come under the manage section, Maven section. Under that, you are giving this path, and then you have to say apply and save it. Correct, guys? Apply and save it. So it has saved it now. Fine. Now I'll again go back to the dashboard. Come over here in the Spring Pet Clinic, guys. Go to the configuration. Go back here. Now you remove this. You remove this. Can we do a MVN package here? Let us check whether it will run or not. We'll see it. I think it will fail because it will try to refer or it will try to check the same thing. Let us see. See, it has failed again. Same thing. MVN command not found. Okay, fine. It has failed. Okay. What are the other things, Rajesh, you can do? Go to the configure. Oh, Rajesh, somewhere it is not getting this command, man. Somewhere it is not getting this command. Rajesh, can we copy paste the same thing? What is there, man? Do one thing. Copy paste the same thing. here. Before MVN package, no, just copy paste the same thing, man. Okay, let me run this now. Let us check whether it will work or not. Okay, now you do build now. 4 job is running. So let us click. Now it is building. Oh, okay, Rajesh. Something it is building now. Oh, it means that you are giving a complete the whole command, the whole stuff you have copy pasted, and then you are calling a Maven package. Now it will go to run. Okay, this is one way by giving the complete information. Or there is many other ways are there which I'll be showing you, right? But this is one of the way where you will be doing. Most of the developers, some of the developers or DevOps, they'll be doing this way. See, the build has successful. Oh, MVN package has successfully created. So where it will create, you know that if you go to the Jenkins, this is my Jenkins server, guys. You need to switch to the Jenkins. And here you could see that have to go to the workspace. Under the workspace, can you see here? Spring Pet Clinic Demo 3. Okay, Spring Pet Clinic Demo 3. Okay, under that, you could see that it has created a target directory. Under that, you could see that it has created the jar file, or under that, you have the Surefire report, right? Under that, under that, you have a classes also. So all those things are getting created under your workspace. Correct? So this is one way. Or else, what is the other way you can do it? Okay, fine. Let me do one thing, Rajesh. So, Rajesh, I'm having a Spring Pet Clinic Demo 3. This I'm having. Okay. But I need to build one more time. But you had set some configuration here, right? Under the manage Jenkins and under the global tool configuration. Under that, Rajesh, you had set here some Maven here, right? I need to see how you are doing it here. They say you already set here this one. How to make use of this global configuration setting then? I don't want to give that command. So now what you'll do, guys, go back to the dashboard. Let us do one thing. Let me create one more project of Spring Pet Clinic Demo 4. Okay. Okay. So let me do one thing. Go to this one. But I want the same content, whatever that I don't want to repeat it. So what you can do here, go to the new item. Just say Spring Clinic Demo 4, right? Demo 4. But what you happen, right? It's a freestyle project, but I need to copy the same content of the Spring Pet Clinic 3 only. So come over here, click here in the freestyle, come at the down. Can you see copy from? Okay, what is the copy from? I need to copy the Spring Pet Clinic from the demo 3. The whole, I need to create a new project or the new job, which is called Spring Pet Clinic demo 4, but I need to copy the whole stuff from the demo 3. Okay, so I'm copying it. Now you will say, okay. Now you see, guys, Spring Pet Clinic demo 4 has been copied, but you could see the same thing, whatever you are having in your demo 3, right? Spring Pet, the same thing has been copied over here. Okay. Okay. Here I don't, one second, guys. So guys, what you did here, you try to copy the same stuff. Okay, Rajesh, now this is all I required. These are the other things I required. This is okay. This is also okay. I required. This is required. But but I don't want this one. I don't want this step actually. Build step. I don't want to do this. But apart from this, if you click on the build step, if you go to the build step, if you can you see that invoke top level Maven target? Oh, already it is there. So Rajesh, how you got this option? Invoke top level top level Maven target. How do you got this option? You got this option because, right, while installing Jenkins, you remember that we had installed some selected plugins. So during installation of the selected plugin, even it has installed even the Maven plugin also by default. So that's the reason you have got this option. If you have not installed, no, you would have not got of this option. So let me go and let me click on this invoke top level Maven target. Click on this. So here, Rajesh, what you're doing? Oh, I want this Maven 3. Oh, this is what I had set in my server. Oh, this is what it is. It means that you already set it here in the under the manage Jenkins, right? Oh, this is what I needed. What is the goal you need? I need to just have a package, man. So MVN package you're doing. So this is what you call as the invoke top level manage. So apply and save it. So these are Spring Pet Clinic demo 4. So go to the configuration again. So this is a description, fine. come here. Here you are given a repository, that is fine, and main, fine. Here you are just under your build step, you are setting the invoke top level market. Under that you have already said this is the default. Default means whatever the system has, that I don't want it. I want this one which I have set it, right? And you have to give the top level goal, and you have to just say save and apply. And now you do a build now. See guys, we'll try to build it. See, it is building. See, now you need not to give the complete command. See, whatever you had given in Spring Pit Clinic 3, right, demo, right, that you don't want to give everything. See, you're calling from the invoke the Maven, like from the like from the target Maven itself, right? Whatever you set, right? That, so it means that now from where it is Maven, it is picking. See, the Maven is picking from here /opt Apache, right? Under this, the bin directory, under this is a Maven which is getting called. Got it? This is a Maven getting called. See, now it has got a success. Clear, guys? So there are two methods we saw, right? Under the Spring Pet Clinic 3, I have given all the things here, including even the environment variable also. I've set everything here. Before MVN package, I gave these methods. And the second method, what I did here, that first I went to the manage Jenkins. There I went to the global tool configuration settings. Under that, here you gave a complete, here you gave the complete stuff here. Here is setting your global configuration setting, you're setting for the Maven. That in under your Jenkins server, you already installed the Maven, but it is there under this path. Under this path, it knows that automatically your Jenkins knows that, oh, under this there's a bin directory, under that there's an MVN is there. Oh, from there it will try to pick it automatically. Right? It will pick it automatically like this, and then say save and apply. And then you created one more demo project, that is Spring Pet Demo 4, where you have invoked the top level Maven target. See, invoke the, you have choose the option invoke top level Maven target, and here you are given this option, right? And you run it, it has executed successfully. Is it clear, guys, till here? See, you're able to check that it has executed perfectly, and you are able to see the success also. Till here, are you clear, guys? Because this is a basic thing which we have covered now. From here, all the whole your understanding of your Jenkins, from here it starts, because right, there are many other things are there where you will be coming across with the Jenkins and the concepts and everything. If you are clear up to here, right, the further things you can easily understand very fastly. Otherwise, if you are having some doubts here itself, understanding the other aspects, what I'll be explaining in the upcoming class, right, it might not be very clear to you, might not properly understand, or you might not properly appreciate it. You will feel very like you will feel somewhat like you'll be confused at what is going on, right? But if you are clear up to here, I am damn sure that the upcoming classes, right, you would be very much comfortable. Clear, guys? So guys, I am very much willing to continue the session, but because it's already been 1.5 hours, I'll stop the session now. Okay, what we will do that we will sit again, we will again connect at tonight at 10 o'clock. Tonight we will continue the day, what is it, day 7, huh? Day 7 Jenkins, right? So have your dinner, sit at 10 o'clock, by till up to 11:30, 1.5 hour I'll take the session, right? If some of you are not able to connect, no problem, you see the recording tomorrow. Okay, and again tomorrow morning, Sunday, we will connect at 11 a.m. again morning, and we will be continuing our Jenkins day 8 session. And tomorrow evening, I will let you know whether I'll be taking or not. Most probably, I will not be taking tomorrow's evening session or night session. Okay, but tomorrow morning we'll continue. So this is how I have planned, guys. So please connect at 10 o'clock again. Okay, at 10 a.m. at 10 p.m. tonight. Is it fine, guys?
Okay, Rajesh.
Sure.
Okay,
So anything any difficulty in understanding? Okay.
No, nothing. It's good.
Okay, good. So from now onwards, as I said, right, things will build up now. Now you will be learning many other things now. Okay. Okay, guys. Chalo then. We'll meet tomorrow or today again at night, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. night. Bye. Bye all.